Welcome to Lesson 46 of the Jamf 100 course. Kyle again, and in this lesson we'll explore viewing and editing macOS inventory information. In Lesson 45, we spent some time searching for computers in our Jamf Pro server. This lesson will expand on that process by taking a look at an individual inventory record and learning how to edit some of that information in our server. We'll start by searching for our computer again. I'm going to search for Jamf 100 and hit return. And if you remember, we customized the inventory search results so that we see some additional information: our last check-in, serial number, operating system version, building, and username. I'm going to click on my computer's name here, and right off the bat, we can see some general information like the name of my computer, along with a number of categories on the left side containing additional data about my computer. A few items to pay attention to: the last check-in. The last check-in tells us the last time our computer communicated with our Jamf Pro server, which can be helpful. The IP address to see which network it reported in from, and our MDM capability, which will enable our computer to receive configuration profiles and remote commands, which we'll cover later in this section. We have our hardware tab on the left, which contains a summary of this computer's hardware specs: the model identifier, the unique device identifier, serial number, and so forth. We have some operating system information here. And moving down, we can view user and location information. This might give us an idea of where the computer is located and who owns it. This is the same information we saw on the iOS side. The last category I'd like to touch on is applications. This differs from iOS a bit in that we see the display name with the .app extension. In addition, Jamf Pro gathers all of the apps on a computer from the Applications folder by default, even if they're installed by the operating system, whereas iOS will only gather user-installed apps. Now that we know where everything is, let's make some changes to our inventory record. If we navigate back to General and click the little Edit button at the top right, I could add an asset tag, add, for example, JS10023. Edit the barcode on this computer up to 2 barcodes, or even the IP address. It's important to note, whenever we edit an inventory record, we need to click the small Save button at the top right for our changes to take effect. Clicking Done will revert my changes, so I want to make sure to click Save. User and location is another category we may find ourselves needing to edit. My record, for example, does not have any user or location information associated with it. If I click Edit, here I can add my name, my email address, and assign the computer to the correct building. Again, important that when we make changes, we need to save in order to write those changes to the record. We can double-check our edits took effect by going back to Computers, performing a simple search for Minneapolis. You can see I have 41 computers that fit this criteria, but I can filter it down by computer name and see my computer is listed in these results. I can see that the building is Minneapolis as well. So this has been a simple demonstration of how we can find out a little bit more about our computers in our inventory, and how we can manually edit some of the information contained in those inventory records. Thanks for watching Lesson 46. Up next is Lesson 47, macOS Scope.